Happening now, Micron's $100 billion investment in reshaping central New York's economic landscape. And New York expands access to affordable childcare for working families. Plus, it's time to meet our newest pet of the week.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us at Western New York News Now. I'm Lee Kane Jr. Those stories and more are coming up, but first, the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division has charged Dakota J. Gibbon, 35, and Marlo C. Ruther, 38, with criminal possession of stolen property in the 4th degree. The charges stem from the discovery that the two individuals were allegedly in possession of a stolen gun safe, originally taken from a garage on Shumla Road. The investigation, initiated on August 26, 2023, resulted in the issuance of arrest warrants for Gibbon and Ruther. Dakota Gibbon was apprehended on September 27, 2023, while Marlo Ruther voluntarily surrendered to the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office on October 5, 2023, to face the charges. Both individuals are currently facing legal proceedings in the town of Arkwright, New York. Well, in other news, on October 4, 2023, troopers out of State Police Warsaw arrested Cody W. Speta, 30, of Pike, New York, for criminal mischief in the 4th degree. Troopers responded to a disturbance on Water Street in the village of Pike. Further investigation revealed that Speta had caused damage to the victim's video camera and wiring. Speta was arrested and released with an appearance ticket for the town of Pike Court, where he is due to appear at a later date. Well, in other news, on October 2, 2023, at 5:59 p.m., troopers out of State Police Lockport arrested Wayne T. Bender, 53, of Newfane, New York, for petite larceny. On October 2, 2023, troopers were dispatched to Walmart on South Transit Road in the town of Lockport for a reported larceny complaint. Troopers worked with Walmart loss prevention, and it was found that Bender took merchandise and concealed it, passing all points of purchase without paying on 3 separate occasions. Bender was located on a later date and transported to State Police Lockport for processing. Bender was issued appearance tickets returnable to the town of Lockport Court for a later date in October 2023. Well, in other news, Chautauqua County law enforcement swiftly responded to a reported burglary in the early hours of October 6, 2023. The incident took place on Centralia Hartfield Road in the town of Chautauqua, prompting an immediate investigation by the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office. Upon arriving at the scene, officers discovered that Darrell K. Freeman Sr., a 56-year-old male from Sherman, New York, had unlawfully entered a residence and absconded with property belonging to the occupants. Freeman was apprehended a short distance from the victim's address and taken into custody without incident. Freeman now faces a series of charges, including burglary in the 2nd degree, petite larceny, criminal possession of stolen property in the 5th degree, criminal possession of a controlled substance in the 7th degree, and harassment in the 2nd degree. He has been transported to the Chautauqua County Jail to await arraignment in the centralized arraignment program. As WNY News Now continues, Micron's $100 billion investment in reshaping central New York's economic landscape. And later, New York expands access to affordable childcare for working families. Stay with us, as WNY News Now will be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
1 year ago, the news broke of Micron's decision to bring $100 billion in investment and nearly 50,000 job opportunities to central New York. This ambitious initiative has already begun to redefine the region's economic landscape, with several other semiconductor companies subsequently announcing plans to establish roots in the state. The state government, led by Governor Hochul, has worked to secure substantial community benefits. These include initiatives like affordable childcare and the establishment of a $500 million community investment fund, aimed at supporting Micron's future workforce and the broader central New York community. A community engagement committee has also been formed, ensuring that diverse perspectives are considered throughout the implementation of this historic project. This milestone achievement resulted from dedicated teamwork bolstered by the New York's Green Chips legislation and collaboration with key figures such as Majority Leader Schumer and Senator Gillibrand. Governor Hochul established the Governor's Office of Semiconductor Expansion, Management, and Integration, also known as GoSemi, along with a $24 million investment in workforce development. The goal is to prepare New York's workforce for the advanced jobs this project will generate, with a particular focus on partnering with local educational institutions. Governor Hochul, as the first upstate New York governor in nearly a century, underscores the personal importance of this investment in revitalizing communities that had been left behind by the globalization of manufacturing jobs. The transformative potential of this monumental investment is expected to chart a new course in the region's history, promising a bright future for New York State. Well, in other news, Michael Reck, formerly the director, president, and CEO of Guardian of Humanity Incorporated, a nonprofit corporation, and the sole member of Eclipse, a limited liability company, has been handed a 57-month prison sentence. The conviction stems from his fraudulent attempts to secure PPP loans totaling over $880,000. Reck falsely claimed that his companies had employees and were paying wages, making him eligible for their relief funds. Assistant U.S. Attorneys Megan K. McGuire and Sean C. Eldridge, who prosecuted the case, uncovered that Reck's business neither had employees nor paid wages. Concurrently, Reck was unemployed and receiving New York State unemployment benefits. Reck managed to obtain 3 PPP loans, approximately $277,500 in total. To evade federal reporting requirements, he withdrew the funds in increments below $10,000. The Internal Revenue Service eventually recovered the entire amount from Reck's home safes and a bank account under his exclusive control. As a result of the trial, all $277,500 has been forfeited to the government. This conviction and sentencing follow an investigation by multiple agencies, including the Internal Revenue Service, Homeland Security Investigations, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, and the Small Business Administration. Michael Reck will now serve his 57-month prison term. Well, in other news, New York Governor Kathy Hochul has announced a substantial expansion of the Childcare Assistance Program, CCAP, designed to alleviate the financial burdens on families in need of childcare services. Effective October 1, 2023, the CCAP eligibility limit will rise from 300% of the federal poverty level to 85% of the state median income, benefiting over 100,000 additional New York families. This change raises the income threshold from $83,250 to $93,200 for a family of 4. In addition to expanding eligibility, child care costs for participating families will now be limited to just 1% of their total income above the poverty line, ensuring greater affordability. The number of allowable annual absences from child care has also been significantly increased from 24 to 80 days to standardize assistance across local districts. Acting Commissioner of the Office of Children and Family Services, Suzanne Miles Gustave, praised the transformation of the child care system, emphasizing the commitment to equity. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand and State Senator Jabari Brisport expressed their support for these vital investments in accessible and affordable health child care. This measure shows New York's commitment to expanding child care accessibility, extends to various programs and initiatives, including grants, tax credits for businesses, and support for military families, ensuring that child care remains a priority for New York State's hardworking families. Well, coming up next, it's time to meet our newest pet of the week. But first, we return with a look at our full weather forecast.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Fast, accurate, and everyday. First Defense weather.
Welcome back to WNY News Now. First, I wanted to share a weatherized photo of you from the sunrise yesterday morning in Bustye. This photo submitted to us by Patricia as an absolute beautiful sunrise yesterday before those clouds moved in yesterday afternoon. If you have any sunrise photos, sunset photos, photos of fall foliage, or any weather photos, you can share it with us on WNY News Now or the First Defense weather page, and we'd love to share them with you, the viewers, online and during our broadcast. Almanac for today made it to a high of 77 degrees yesterday in the city of Jamestown. Say goodbye to those high temperatures for a while. The low yesterday was 57, and the records for today 86. Set back in 1946, the record low of 26, set back in 1958. Let's time out future scan through the overnight hours and into the weekend. A cold front is in the process of moving across the region. Behind that cold front, colder air will filter into the region. That's going to set up lake effect rain showers throughout most of the weekend, focused mainly on the southern tier and areas closer to the Lake Erie shoreline. Outside of those lake effect rain showers, it will generally be dry. There might even be some breaks in the clouds with some sunshine outside of those lake effect rain showers. If it was a little bit colder, we would be talking about lake effect snow, but it is still too warm for lake effect snow, so we just deal with these lake effect rain showers throughout the weekend, both Saturday and in the Sunday, pretty much through early next week as well, as colder air will just filter across the region, keeping the lake effect rain showers going. Friday Night Lights tonight, the Jamestown Red Raiders host the Lancaster Legends at Strider Field. Should be a cool evening for football out there, feeling more like football weather out there. Just make sure you bring a rain jacket with you, as there will be some showers to contend with. Temperatures start off in the lower 60s at kickoff and drop through the mid to upper 50s to the rest of the game. So here's your weekend weather forecast. So areas of lake effect rain showers both for Saturday night and into Sunday. Highs on Saturday will be in the lower 50s. We're dropping down to the lower 40s Saturday night, and in upper 40s to lower 50s on Sunday. Again, as I said, outside of those lake effect rain showers, expect partly to mostly cloudy skies. Sunday will also be a breezy day across the region, so besides those lake effect rain showers, we'll be dealing with some breezy conditions. Wind gusts Sunday afternoon peaking in the upper 20s across the southern tier, northern Pennsylvania, some areas near the immediate Lake Erie shoreline, and across the Niagara frontier could see wind gusts about 30 to 35 miles per hour. So those wind gusts will make it feel a little bit more chillier than where we're projecting those temperatures to be. The rest of that 7-day outlook from Ultimate Solutions. So we stay with the chilly weather through much of next week, continuing the lake effect rain showers, highs generally in upper 40s to lower 50s. We do improve a little bit by the middle of the week. We should dry out for a brief period Tuesday into Wednesday, and then another system is going to bring some more rain showers to the region by the end of the week, as temperatures do climb a little bit by the end of the week back into the mid to upper 50s and close to 60.
Andrew, thank you. Well, in an effort to help our furry friends find their forever home, we've teamed up with the Chautauqua County Humane Society in a segment we like to call Pet of the Week.
Hi everyone, this is our Western New York News Now Pet of the Week. His name is Leo. He's 1 year old, and you can see this cutie is, he's fun. He wants to be with his people. He's in an office because, well, he's not crazy about other cats. So he feels more comfortable in your home if you don't have any other kitty friends. But definitely come meet him. Right now, Empty the Shelters is going on, and the adoption fees are waived. So if he's looking like your guy, be sure to stop into the Humane Society at 2825 Strunk Road here in Jamestown. You can also find more about him at chqhumane.org. And remember, all of the animals that come from here have been spayed or neutered, vaccinated, microchipped, and up to date on their flea treatment. So thank you, Western New York News Now, and we look forward to seeing you down here.
Thanks, Brian. To learn more about Leo or any other residents of the Humane Society, you can visit chqhumane.org. Well, coming up next, Kathleen Flannery is named the Executive Director for Alzheimer's Association in upstate New York chapters.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
If you want to speak truth to the masses, make it funny for the classes.
Hi everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Kathleen Kate Flannery, hailing from Syracuse, New York, has assumed the role of Executive Director for the upstate New York chapters of the Alzheimer's Association. Her responsibilities encompass the strategic and operational functions of the Western New York, Rochester Finger Lakes region, and Central New York chapters. This vital role includes program delivery, fundraising, community engagement, government and private grant funding, media relations, and advancing the association's mission. Flannery brings a wealth of experience to her new position. She previously held the position of Executive Director at Syracuse University's Office of Community Engagement Planning, where she played an essential role in the university's leadership team. Her dedication to community service was further demonstrated in her tenure as the Director of Mission Outreach and Education at Francis House, a community care home in Syracuse. Notably, she also served as the Executive Director for the Susan G. Komen organization, overseeing multiple affiliates across 49 New York counties and significantly expanding the Race for the Cure. Christopher Smith, Director for Region 12 of the Alzheimer's Association, expressed confidence in Flannery, stating, "We really feel Kate is the ideal person for this role," highlighting her background as a licensed social worker and her fundraising acumen. Flannery's appointment is part of a broader leadership restructuring in upstate New York, including the promotion of Amanda Nobrega to Vice President of Programs and Kathy Wild to Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the Western New York, Rochester Finger Lakes region, and Central New York chapters. Well, that's going to be it for us today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. You can download it today for free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. We're also on Channel 716 on Roku and at Channel716.com. Thank you for watching.